Portia here with Stitch Story, and today we are going to complete our convertible mitten. If you were able to join me in the previous video, we started off by creating our cuff here. From there we moved on to create the wrist area coming into the hand. We took out stitches to create a thumb, knitted up a little bit more, and now we have established the back of the hand and we have established the palm. So today we're just pretty much going to pick up from where we left off, and where that is we are going to knit these 19 stitches that we have here. We are going to attach the yarn to the back of the hand area here, so that we can get the flap going. That's the next bit, or it's not a flap, it's the flip top. That's the next bit that we are going to work on. So all I'm going to do is knit across with our new yarn. It's a little loosey-goosey, but I'll end up, securing that in a little bit later when we do our finishing. So let's do that, and I'll see you at the end of this row. Okay, so completed that one row of knit. We're going to turn around. So now what we're doing, let me show you on the original mitt. So what we've just done was knit a row right here. What we have to do is cast on 19 more stitches so that we can create the full base of the mitt. So the back is all knit, but we have to do the matching 1x1 rib. So what we're going to do is get 19 more stitches back onto our needle to complete our flip top. And the way we do that is, let's see, where are we? We turn our work around, and we are going to cast on 19 new stitches, and I want to use the cable cast on to do that. So I'm just going to slip the needle between these two stitches here. I'm going to wrap around, pull through, and put there. So that's one, and I'm going to continue to do this until we have a total of 19 new stitches. So we'll be right back. So the 19 new stitches have been casted on, and I went on ahead and I divided them amongst my needles. So 10 stitches here, 9 here, 9 here, 10 here. So what we're going to do now is simply join by doing a knit all the way around. We're going to do a knit row all the way around to join our new 19 stitches. So our foundation row is complete for our palm flap, our flip top. We've knitted a row all the way around. Now what's going to happen next over the next few rows is we are going to knit the 19 stitches that represent the back of the hand, and the 19 stitches on these needles we are going to do in 1x1 ribbing to match the inside of the palm. Now we are going to carry on in that manner for 4 more rows. Again, once we get to this section, we are going to knit all the way across. When we get back into this area, it will be the 1x1 ribbing. So picking that up, starting here, and again this is the back, so I'm going to knit all the way across the 19 stitches, and then when I get to the palm again, it will be knit 1, purl 1, and I will be back when that section is complete. We've now established our base for our mitt. So we knit across these stitches, these 19 stitches for 4 rows. We did the 1x1 rib for 4 rows against the palm. So it's starting to take shape for us. So we are going to go ahead and continue, and we will knit for 14 rounds. And at this point, we're at this part. We're going to create this part and then we'll move into the I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So I'll see you at the end of those 14 rounds. And there we have it. We have completed 14 rows of our, well, 14 rounds of the knit stitch, the stockinette. And now it is time for us to move on and decrease. So we completed this area here and we will move on to do our decrease. In order to do that, we are going to, so this is the back side and this is the palm side, if you will. We are going to slip, slip and knit. Then we're going to knit around until we get to the last 2 stitches on the back of the hand. We're going to knit those 2 together. Then we are going to, in the beginning of the palm, slip, slip, knit the first 2, knit, and then we're going to knit the last 2 together. And so we're going to continue to do that until we have 6 stitches left, and then that's when we are going to close off. So I begin with a slip, slip, and I knit those 2 together. And then I'm going to continue until I get down to the last 2 stitches that represent the back of the mitt. Now, last 2 stitches at the back of the mitt. I'm going to knit those 2 together. We come around, and here is the palm. So we are going to slip, slip, and again, knit those together. And then we will knit until we get to the last 2 stitches of the palm. Now, knit those 2 together. So again, we're going to continue those exact same steps until we work our way around and we are left with 6 stitches. So I'll see you when we have completed that part. I've now decreased all the way down and we have 2, 4, 6 stitches remaining. We're going to remove our needles. And what we're going to do is cut a tail and weave the loops through the tail. And we're going to leave enough tail to create a loop for our button that we put on the front of the mitt here. So we're going to leave enough tail to create this loop and weave it back in. So let me do that now. Okay, so we are going to just pull that tight. I missed the loop here. Just going to pull that tight, get the loops all in there. Like I said, we're going to leave a tail because I'm going to come back around and create a loop. So let's check out our work so far. So far so good. Looks a little raggedy, but we'll get it looking right in the finishing. It is now time to move on to our thumb. So let's go ahead and get our thumb worked now. So we're going to remove these 8 stitches from our needle. Slide them on. And we need to attach new yarn so that we can get started. And attach on this side. I may have twisted some of my stitches, but that's okay. I'll get it fixed. And again, the yarn is going to be a little loose, but we'll get it secured in our finishing. So we're going to knit these 8 stitches straight across. Start to establish our thumb. And now in addition to these 8, we need to pick up 6 stitches. So we now have our yarn attached securely, and we need to look for stitches to pick up. So we are going to insert our needle between the V right here. And then pull through. It's a little bit tight. Okay, so that's 1. Okay, so I'm going to continue all the way around to pick up the additional 5 stitches. I'm going to continue to pick up the additional 5 stitches that I need. So let's do that. So I've picked up my 6 stitches and I have divided them amongst the 4 needles. Next, I'm going to knit for 12 rounds. So it's going to give me the body of my thumb. So we're going to work on this area here. This is a place that you can make adjustments if need be, like even with the cuff. You can make adjustments there. You can make adjustments with the hand and again with the thumb. So let's go ahead and get those 12 rounds complete. And I will see you on the other side. All right, so we have just completed 12 rows for the thumb. And at this point, we have to begin to decrease. Now the decrease is going to be exactly as it was for the top of the mitt. So what that looks like is slip, slip, knit, and we knit to 2 stitches before the end of the front of the thumb, and then we knit those 2 stitches together. Then we are going to slip, slip, knit again. We knit to 2 stitches before the end of the round, and then we knit those 2 stitches together. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we are going to continue to decrease until we have, well, what is it? Until we have 6 stitches left, and at that point it will be time for us to begin finishing. So I will see you guys when that is done. So I have decreased all the way down to our 6 stitches. I'm going to set my needles aside, snip, and we are going to close this off. Go ahead and weave that in. So at this point, what's left to do is to finish our mitt. So as far as finishing is concerned, we're going to weave in this tail here. Of course, we're going to weave in this tail, and we have to take this little flap here that's hanging down, and we're going to sew the 2 pieces together, the 2 sides together here, so that this fits snugly over this way. And for this piece here, I thought about using a crochet hook to create the little loop, but in the end, that's not what I chose to do. So in order to make that loop up top, all I did was created a little loop with my finger. Hold that. So it's approximately the size of the actual, what is it called, a little button that I'm going to use. And what I did was just took the thread and wrapped it around itself to create a little bit of a twist around here. So it's just, you know, just a slight design, nothing complicated at all. And so now we have a little twist here, and from there all I did was, I'm going to tighten that twist up on that side, was I wove it in back and forth until the loop was nice and tight, and secure. So what I'm going to do at this point is go ahead and finish off all our loose ends and sew everything up. I'm also going to go ahead and add in my embellishments here. So I got this cute little jewel, and then we have the button, our extra bling bling. And when we return, you will see both mitts together. Be right back. And there we have it. We have completed our left hand, added all the great embellishments, sewn up all our loose ends, and I am absolutely thrilled with my Victoria's Secret inspired convertible mitts. I hope you enjoyed this set of tutorials. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave them in the comment section. I will absolutely be sure to reply. And be sure to go ahead and subscribe to Porcha Stitch Story right now. Just click on the subscribe button right below this video. Until next time, bye-bye.